Good to go.
Hello, my name is Petersen, and my project was homelessness. Homelessness afflicts the entire planet. Across the U.S., we constantly see people suffering from the negative effects of homeless life. I noticed these effects throughout my entire life. Whenever I would go to a store or big plaza, I would notice a homeless man or woman standing at the exit of a parking lot, and I'm sure many of you have noticed this too. Even as a kid, I would wonder to myself, how do they get there? Why are they there? And as cars drove by them, why isn't anyone helping? I never spoke to my parents about the homeless people I noticed, as it seemed like they were avoiding eye contact with them. I took it to my senior project to find out the answers to the questions I had been asking myself long ago. I wanted to know what I could do to help. I decided to volunteer for Habitat for Humanity, an organization I had once again learned about at a young age, who I know has done plenty of work to help the homeless as best they could. Habitat for Humanity is a nonprofit organization that looks to build and renovate houses for the homeless and any others in need, using the money they acquire from selling donations from supporters. I reached out to the Habitat for Humanity warehouse in Manchester to accomplish this goal. During my volunteer hours, my tasks included making the store look good, picking up donations from various supporters, and talking on the phone and thanking those who have previously donated to Habitat for Humanity. Through these interactions with various donors, in person and on the phone, I was able to talk about what made them donate to Habitat for Humanity, instead of selling their items on popular websites such as eBay or Craigslist. Some of the people I spoke to didn't seem to understanding of what Habitat for Humanity does and just wanted to get their donation out of their house. Luckily, there were others who seemed excited to donate to Habitat for Humanity just because of the work they do. Their reasons for donating included because they wanted to give back to the community and because they understand what it's like to be poor and wanted to help out. In order to comprehend why homeless people become homeless, I had to do extensive research on the topic. I researched how many homeless people there are in the U.S., the reason why homeless people end up on the streets, and what steps have been taken to fix the issue. I was able to find that over 560,000 people living in the U.S. as of 2016 were homeless. This number has gone down significantly in the past few years, but it's still at a large number and can be greatly reduced. I also researched plenty of individual stories of how they became homeless. Many of the cases involved a simple job loss and their inability to recover, while others included domestic abuse and them being kicked out of their own house. Both of these types of cases are similar in that they had no one to turn to once they officially became homeless. Many homeless people also turn to shelters, which support many homeless people at once, while others avoid shelters because of reports of bad sanitation in the facilities and an individual's pride and desire to to help themselves instead of relying on others. In order to truly eradicate the homeless issue, avoiding the help of others cannot happen. They need as much help as they can possibly get. It requires volunteers to help build shelters and houses for those who dislike the idea of shelters. Habitat for Humanity is a great example of an organization who has accomplished great work for the homeless and needs volunteers to make their task of building and renovating houses even easier. The entire experience of volunteer work for Habitat for Humanity, my interactions with various supporters of Habitat for Humanity, and my research on how people become homeless has changed my perspective about what needs to be done for the homeless while making me feel good about myself. I understand now that giving a specific homeless person a $20 bill won't change much for the entire homeless population and won't do much for the person you give it to, except give them a brief moment of happiness and maybe provide food to them, like the next week. Volunteering your time for an organization that provides homes to those in need is a better way to help in the long run. I'm sure a homeless person would rather choose to be able to live in a house a year from today rather than get a $20 bill. Or a year from today rather than get a $20 bill right now. The time you volunteer to provide this cause, to provide for this cause, reduces the time it takes for a house to be built or renovated. Knowing this information as I volunteered made me feel good about myself because I knew I was doing the most beneficial thing for the homeless community. But I don't want to be the only one experiencing volunteer work to boost your self-esteem. I want to share the wealth and recommend volunteering to help build homes for the homeless to everybody. In order to keep yourself motivated during the volunteer work, just remember, this is the best thing you can do to provide for the homeless. If you've ever asked yourself any of the questions I asked myself as a kid, this is the perfect volunteer opportunity for you. And I'd like to thank Ms. Dustin, my senior seminar teacher, who has helped me stay on track throughout the class. Ms. Wu, my mentor, who helped me establish the best possible volunteer opportunity I could find. The entire staff at the Habitat for Humanity warehouse for allowing me to volunteer at their facility. And lastly, anyone who has donated to Habitat for Humanity in the past or is looking to in the future, I won't be able to do this project without you. That's it. Any questions? Thank you very much.